to a fairy tale where sinners gonna sin. Sinners gonna sin. Sinners gonna sin. Drink up all your money to forget the world you're in. Get the world you're in. Hi there, you must be new.
Good morning, our teacher pioneers. I'm Valerie Baker.
And I'm Eric Renteria. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now time for announcements.
Boys tennis, Tuesday, April 9th versus Oxford at Oxford, 3 p.m. Tuesday, April 11th versus Pioneer, home at 3 p.m. Join us for senior night.
Boys golf, Monday, April 8th versus Whitney, 2:30 p.m. at LWCC. Thursday, April 11th versus Glenn, 2:15 p.m. at LMCC.
Swim, Thursday, April 11th at Pioneer at 3 p.m.
Baseball, Tuesday, April 9th versus Glenn, varsity at home, JV at Glenn, 3:15 p.m. Friday, April 12th versus Glenn, varsity at Glenn, JV at home, 3:15 p.m.
Track, Thursday, April 11th at Pioneer at 3 p.m.
Boys volleyball, Tuesday, April 9th versus Cerritos, 3 p.m. at home. Friday, April 12th versus Whitney at 3 p.m. at home. And now time for a quick commercial break.
The season was pretty spectacular. I mean, going into the season, you always have expectations of winning league, number one. You check that box, and you go on to winning a CIF title, which only 13 teams in the state of California get to do, or in the southern section, I should say. Out of about 600 schools, they get to say that they're CIF champions. So we accomplished our first goal in one league, and then we're the first 605 league champions, the first team to win league in our school, with football being the first sport. And then you get into the playoffs and you never really know. I mean, our division was pretty tough this year. We opened with Ramona, a really good team that a lot of teams had going to the CI finals. We beat them. Then we had to travel out to Rio Hondo Prep, play them in a really close game, really cold, came down to the last second. We made a play to win. Then we got to host a semifinal game. Artesia has never been in the semifinals, so that's something new that we accomplished this year. We won that game pretty big against Laguna Beach, another team that teams thought would be in the CI finals. And we went on and played Linfield Christian in the CI finals, did something that the school has never done before. Fell short of our last goal, but overall it was a huge season for us. I think it's a season that we'll look back on, and hopefully this was the year that kind of changed the perspective of Artesia High School as a whole, but especially the football program. I mean, we did a lot of really good things this year. It's not, and I'm not one that'll look back and say what if, because you can say that all, about everything. So the one thing I think we could have done better is maybe been a little bit more physical, a little bit bigger and stronger. That always seems to go a long way. That doesn't have games that are down or games that are up. If you can run the ball and you're big and you're strong and physical, that'll go a long way. Spring football starts April 30th. It'll be in the bulletin, so please come out and join us. We're going to do spring football Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays this year. So we extended it an extra week, but we're only going to go 3 days a week from 3 o'clock till 5:30. Expectations this year is to get our numbers up, get more kids out there that want to play football. We have a really good history of taking kids that have never played the game, teaching them the game, and really getting the most out of them. The biggest thing is if you show up to practice every day, you're going to get a chance. I could go through my last 7 years here, and it seems like every kid that shows up every day and works hard, at some point will get a chance to start and play a lot. So we're looking for kids that want to join the program and build our numbers up, and hopefully our goal is this year to have a JV team so we can get more kids, more reps on the field, and then build on last year. I mean, if we can win another league title, that would be our #1 goal, and making it to the CIF finals again would be pretty special, and hopefully we get the outcome that we want.
Earphones.
AirPods.
Earphones.
I say AirPods.
Earphones.
Cause like you got so many more like features. You could be making it louder, lower. You could be pausing your music, and like you could be skipping songs. And then with AirPods, all you'd be doing is like you tap the headphones, and next thing you know, you talking to Siri. So like, and you'd be losing them easier. So that's why I'm gonna say earphones.
They're wired and I feel like I won't lose them, and AirPods are more expensive. These are free when you buy an iPhone, so if you do lose them, they're still cheaper than AirPods.
I choose the earphones because they're more old school and more easier to not lose. Like who will spend like $150 on a pair of earpods, they will probably lose them in less than a week.
I think AirPods are better than earphones because like they're kind of cleaner. They got like a cleaner look, and I think they look more professional. And you could be further away from your phone. You ain't gotta carry your phone around. And yeah, I just feel like they're like a cleaner look.
They're lit. They're like easy to use. You can move everywhere without getting strangled with the wires, you know. They're useful. You don't have to be close to your phone to listen to it. You can walk like 15 feet away. They're easy, really good sound quality. When you put them on, you don't feel them. Like, it sounds like literally just music going into your ear. It sounds really cool. I just like them because of that. I can't hear you.
Have you bought your yearbook? Buy your yearbook now, $80 at the ASBO.
Spring break is coming up April 19th through April 26th.
Before you came round, I was ready to blow me down.
FedEx is testing a new delivery robot. It is called the Same Day Bot and will be battery operated and have a top speed of 10 miles per hour. It will steer itself around pedestrians and climb curbs all by itself, which I think is the coolest part of this whole thing. It will be used for the last stretch of delivery, like from the delivery center to the actual person's house. FedEx wants to expand their robot to retailers such as Walmart or Pizza Hut. You know, maybe one day we will deliver your pizzas for you. But FedEx is not the only company that's been testing robot deliveries. Amazon for a while now has been testing drone deliveries. Thank you for tuning into Tech Corner today. Until next time, bye.
I like adventure books and sci-fi ones because it's like a big story and it's not like most times suspenseful and you wondering what are they gonna do and how they're gonna do it.
Genre, it would be more of fiction because it's more interesting to see what the authors would come up with the ideas instead of having nonfiction based on something that actually happened.
Favorite genre of books? Probably like nonfiction. I like to read like a lot of history books and like books like stuff about like the 90s and like the 80s and the 70s and all that, like stuff like that based on like real life.
Yes, in everyday life.
It is. People don't think that, but I think so.
Yeah, I think it really is useful because every time that you read, you get you learn maybe a new word, a new phrase, and a new skill every time that you take a book and read it. Yeah, I believe reading is essential to
us gaining knowledge further, like outside of school. Because when you read more, you learn more words, and you learn from other people's experiences a lot if you're reading the right books.
I like the Percy Jackson ones in like elementary and middle school.
I don't read any book series. I just like to read like a separate, books, just like one book and maybe just a second one, but not like a huge book series.
My favorite book series will be Divergent. Probably wouldn't have one, but my favorite book of all time would probably be Casino.
The longest book I read was the first book of Harry Potter.
The longest book is called Divergent, and the same author is Veronica Rhodes.
Probably The Godfather. It was like, I don't remember how many pages, but it was like thick. It was like really thick.
And that's all we have for you today, Pioneers.
I'm Eric Renteria.
And I'm Valerie Baker.
And
we'll see you next time.